Hello everyone, and welcome to part 3 of Shattered Space DLC for Starfield. Hello. Just can we get up there? Hello.
Not sure where this...
Is your intent to be unreasonable the whole time? I thought this was a negotiation.
We're having a friendly chat, aren't we? It's not my fault you don't find my offers acceptable.
Nah, just the person I wanted to see. Please tell me you bring good news. Good. Now it's my turn to watch me hail squirm.
Razma, who is this? You allow any commoner to just waltz in on official business. I'd expect better security from House Kadik.
This is hardly official business.
Yes. And now these so-called negotiations are over.
Over. You'd risk everything after the whispers of a stranger. I demand to know who this is. You think I care about Anasco Varun, son of a traitor? Only a complete fool would expect me to believe this.
It's true, Mihail. And if you don't leave now, peacefully, I'll make sure your ships and Shadow Station Epsilon are made dust.
You... How did you... You're bluffing.
Test me. You think a genius mind like mine wouldn't find a way to hack into every system in your base? This remote device will launch a virus that will detonate systems within Epsilon, and reach your ships as well.
You realize how this may affect future partnerships, Razma. You'd jeopardize our connections.
It jeopardizes nothing. It merely restores the natural order.
The natural order. I could take you all out here and now.
Go on then.
You'll know every one of us is prepared to answer the Serpent's call.
Are you sure?
You'll launch that virus, and I guarantee blood will spill. Prepare to be made dust!
Grizzly.
Tell it, scum.
Certainly not the outcome I was expecting. But at least we have what's important. House Kadik is in your debt.
As am I. I owe you my life.
Sahima, you are a part of this house.
I know. I just wanted to say thank you. Personally. And here, it's the research and algorithm the High Council wants. I'm sure they'll appreciate it more coming from you. As much as I'd love to gloat, I have enough awareness to know this isn't the time. And I know myself well enough to know that I simply wouldn't hold back. You're welcome. It's been quite the life experience I've had lately. If you have any spare time, maybe come find me later? Great. You can find me at the Great House whenever you get the chance.
We'll talk later, Sahima. As I was saying, House Kadik is in your debt. You've helped me maintain a very precarious balance. And one day it will. But until then, they're a necessary evil. One that we'll be keeping a much closer eye on. I'd appreciate it if you kept this a secret. If you're referring to the members of House Kadik. The others involved know better than to speak of this. As much as it disappoints me, I can't say I'm surprised. Jamal's never cared for our view with the Zealots. And she has no love for those taken. But this is what makes her an excellent mediary. You and the rest of our house. Now, I have much to do, and so do you. Ekris and the High Council will be expecting you.
You've served House Kadik well today. Don't take it personally. We have been through so much these last few weeks. The Council is attempting to claw back some semblance of order from the chaos, steer things past this somehow. And then Malabor goes and throws you into the middle of all this without even consulting us. It's just one more breach of a protocol that barely exists anymore. I am over it, I assure you. It is good to have you with us, and we are finally moving forward. All must serve.
I'll be back at the family home whenever you...
Greetings.
How much do we for?
All this waiting around has been unbearable.
All I am saying is that I am not pleased with the recent outcome.
Sorry, apologies, but you're not clear to purchase from me yet.
Okay.
You do not understand. I saw a Nasco, took measure of his burdens.
What you are describing is a dream, nothing more.
Not a dream, a message.
Ah, were
from
you
the
able to
great
find
serpent
Sahima?
himself.
Perfect. I have no doubt Sahima's work is the key to stabilizing the morning device. If only the others had listened to her, we may not have lost so much of our great city. This leaves houses Dul Kef and Fathol.
Politics can wait. Every moment we delay, a Nasco descends further into the void.
For the last time, faith will not remove the barrier. Science will.
It is the hubris of science that failed you in this moment. We reached out to the Great Serpent. This is his reply.
You claim he has forsaken us?
I do no such thing. The Great Serpent's reply is not an answer, but a question. Are we worthy of his grace? Until that is proven, your works will not succeed.
It sounds like you agree with me.
And yet, only one is the foundation for the other. But the proof is not in our words. It is in the vision. Anasco's presence still persists in this world, and he seeks our aid.
Fine. I feel like I've lived this argument 1,000 times, and the only way to move past it is to concede to its nonsense. Vindicator, speak to my sister. Agree to her fool's errand so that we may continue the work of saving this city.
Do you see heavens? I have seen visions of Anasco searching for one bold enough to enter the heart of the vortex. And now that you are here, I know your arrival was no accident, but
Well,
rather
probably
providence.
was.
And yet, you crossed paths with the Oracle and found our city hidden among the stars. The Great Serpent drew a path for you, trickles of the greater plan drawing you here. But rest assured, all will be revealed when you journey north. At the edge of the crater, you will find a cave carved by the anomaly. There, you will make contact with Anasco Varun.
Are we sure about this? Sounds like a bit of a gamble.
It is as the Great Serpent foretold. In my visions, I witnessed two futures. In the first, you breached the scaled citadel, but found Anasco had sunk too far into the void. And in time, all of Dazra was consumed along with him. Indeed, but there is another path. In the second future, I saw you make contact with Anasco, entering a cave through a formless wall. At its terminus was a gate, a path into the realm where our speaker resides. You stepped into this void, and in that moment, something changed. The false future rewritten.
Roughly speaking, it could be that entering the vortex directly would allow you to speak with him. And while my readings do not show any anomalous activity, I admit there's a lot of interference. Still, that only emphasizes the potential danger involved here. I cannot approve of such an excursion on a minute chance Anasco is present. I am no heretic, but to risk so much on a vision, it is a leap of faith I cannot condone. I will not stand in your way, however, as Inaza has stood in ours.
You may not realize it now, dear brother, but our goals are one and the same. Then you must embark to the northern edge of the crater. You will find an entrance there, one that has no form. Step through it,
Very
find
ominous.
Anasco, and complete the vision. Only then will his voice be heard.
Grab everything useful. You know, with just one look, you get my... I'll carry anything you need. Well, within reason. Oh, we only just got started.
Mhm. That's right. The other way in. Fuck off. You tell me I had like no health. Okay.
Void, and it answers with silence. Have you abandoned me, Great Serpent? Do you not hear my pleas? You understand me? Hear my voice. But I do not know you. I hesitate to ask, but what manner of being are you? Do you truly serve his will? Yes, he works through you and built the path to guide you to me. I have reached out so many times to hear nothing but echoes. Yet you, an outsider, hear me plain. And for the first time, I hear you. Clearly your arrival here is fated. By stepping into this void, we are now linked. There is still reason to hope. The Great Serpent will see us through. But time is short. The bridge collapses. The gate is still open. The experiment still runs. Find me in the Scaled Citadel. I will wait for you there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, what do I know? Who's getting out of here?
Better we get it than someone else.
Wow.
The Great Serpent sends you to me once again. You return. What news do you have of Anasco? Then my vision did not betray me.
Well, it would seem I owe you an apology, sister.
There is no need, brother. Your skepticism only strengthens us.
As you say. But, to the matter at hand, did Anasco mention anything that could aid us in his extraction? Yes, the pinnacle of the Citadel was modified to house the equipment to create a gate to the Vortex. If it still runs, that would explain everything we have experienced since the initial incident.
It is much more than that. Normally when I pray for Anasco's return, I sense he is lost, fading. But when I last prayed to the Great Serpent, I felt Anasco's presence clear and distinct. Even as it receded, I felt him anchored to this world. Yes, there are some who suggest that when Jinan communed with the Great Serpent, a similar bond had been established. I believe the same is true for you and Anasco.
I would need time to attempt a scientific explanation for why or how this happened, but for now, let us assume my sister is correct.
This husks comments aside, that is the essence of faith. Not all things require explanation. I do not know what lies ahead. My visions do not go beyond this point. But I do know this link will play a role. In fact, I am certain of it.
Agreed. And with this settled, we can now continue the work of aligning the noble houses. Together, we will find a way to complete the morning device.
If you require aid, Anthony Rara.
Our synth Vindicator.
Buy what you need and then get out.
Shut up. Over here.
What do you want? I do not waste people's time. If you need my goods, you will buy them. If not, you will leave. I do not know what to make of your arrival here. You may have convinced the others, but I'm not entirely sure you are not a foe. However, your credits are worth as much as anyone else's. I will trade with you, but I have no interest in being your friend. Now, what do you want? Here.
What's weighing so much then?
This part of the city looks mostly intact. Also, do you smell that? I think we found a food spot.
And what about this talk of missing supplies? I would think the conversation starts there. Hmm?
I apologize, but with the cataclysm, the investigation has been slow going.
How convenient.
You're putting the growth before the horns! The issue is not the supplies, it's the workforce! This may sound radical, but if we could reunite with some of the exiles from House Malene...
Careful, Envoy. It means nothing if those who lend a hand are holding a knife.
Not to mention, they're completely sloughing mad. What? Too soon? It's only been about 50 years.
For now, let me see what I can find out regarding the missing supplies. It's possible they were lost in the tragedy along with everything else, but I don't know for sure. Once that is sorted, we can revisit this debate.
Of course.
First the cataclysm, now this. There's too much going on right now. I'll try to keep that in mind. I'm sorry if I seem a bit flustered. Things have been chaotic since the cataclysm, and now word of missing supplies. But that doesn't excuse my rudeness. Let me at least introduce myself. My name is Kezrani Dulkev. I work as an executor for House Dulkev. Likewise. And I'm well aware of who you are. Word of the first convert in generations is on everyone's lips these days. But I'm sure you are busy getting adjusted to life here. Is there anything I can help you with? Trouble only begins to describe it. It's about the supply shortage. There may be a reason for it beyond the cataclysm itself. A week ago, my cousin Ukaru came to my office concerned about a series of lost shipments. He was certain someone was using the tragedy as cover to steal supplies and route them to our enemies. Yes, but given the seriousness of the accusation, the proof must be irrefutable. So I told my cousin to return with more evidence. And when I didn't hear back, I assumed that was the end of it. But this morning, I received a slate from a courier. It was from Ukaru. It was worrying, to say the least. It felt like Ukaru was trying to warn me. The contents were cryptic. He mentions a possible conspiracy and being followed and, well, I hate to say it, but I'm starting to panic. He hasn't shown up to work in days, and the timing of all this feels suspicious.
I don't know, he sounds unhinged. Are we sure this guy isn't just holed up in his apartment reading about aliens and bat people?
Ukaru was not that kind of man. He was grounded, reserved. This is highly unusual behavior for him. But if he is in danger, I don't know if it's safe for me to investigate. I need someone disconnected from the noble houses. Ukaru's workstation is likely your best bet. He's been working in the rehabilitation unit on the 3rd floor of the Halls of Healing. If you run into any issues with access, hand this slate to my fellow executors. Once you locate him, report back to me. I've got a meeting at House Kadik later, but I shouldn't be hard to track down. Hopefully you'll find my cousin alive and safe.
Excuse me, Vindicator. Can I have a word?
I would do anything to sleep in my own bed again.
Miss, I'm sorry, but you need to prepare to treat a patient.
I'm sorry, but this wing of the hospital is under investigation. You'll have to leave. Even with the cataclysm, this is highly irregular. But not surprising. Kisrani is obsessed with transparency and often seeks independent help. I find this tendency unwise.
And by unwise, he means a complete disregard for operational security, rules, and regulations.
Possibly. And yet, despite what I said, and unsaid, she persists in doing so. So, we must come to a compromise.
A good compromise leaves everyone unhappy. This one was particularly miserable.
I will give you the keycard to Ukaru's computer. You will be able to access documents and correspondence for the past month. Any further access will require admin privileges, which I am not willing to grant. I apologize, but you are only given access to view the computer's records. Admin privileges are restricted to House officials only. And if so, he has no one to blame but himself. If he were here, he would be granted the full protection of the guard. I do fear you have a point. Regardless of his violations, admin access is not granted so cavalierly. I am sorry, but I cannot grant you that level of access. You'll have to make do. Unfortunately, rather than use the proper channels, he chose to start his own investigation.
A very unfortunate choice.
I will not pretend to know the particulars of this case. I will say this. We are House Dul Kef. We have a reputation. We are professional. We are exacting.
We don't make mistakes.
Precisely. Ukaru hasn't logged into his station for some time. I've had to process several write-ups documenting his absence.
Dereliction of duty, failure to serve, fireable offenses all around.
We've also had to shift resources and people to make up for his absence. Suffice to say, it has made navigating this current situation more difficult. It is highly unusual for anyone to display such disobedience, especially now. Such actions are tantamount to heresy. Loss of employment is the most likely outcome.
A beheading isn't off the table.
It would be done humanely, of course. Several. The halls of healing are extremely busy. We can't keep track of every individual that passes through. In particular, the patients. We had to usher one out of here just now, who claimed to have a crippling headache.
Given the patient himself was a headache, it's likely genetic.
Admin privileges would allow you to view the access logs, however, that track the last 3 users to sign in. Now, to get back to these spreadsheets.
Not sure what to make of it.
Everything going good?
Do not resist and come with us peacefully. Good. There is no need for any more trouble.
We got arrested. Oh,
The great serpent will deliver us from...
Do not tamper with the produce. It does not respond positively to being disturbed.
on the tracking device brought me to what looks like a supply depot. Lucky for me, it doesn't seem as if anyone's home. Hello? Hello? Okay, looks clear. Anyway, the main entrance was locked, but I managed to sneak my way into a vent area and into what looks like a security office. But there's too many crates and some have been emptied out. I need to override the computer, look at the manifest, and ping the tracking device I placed on the crates. I wonder if I can even hack into the security system and identify their exact locations. I found the shipment! Along with, countless others. This is bad. Real bad. But it begs the question, who are these for? And who's helping them? Wait, what was that?
Well, they don't need it.
If I fucked up again.
This is an active industrial site. It would be advisable to wear a hard hat.
I see. You cannot escape the shrouding, accursed one. And now you and your spirit will die. Brothers, we must fall back.
I thought today was gonna be.
Intruder, block them from the control. Brothers, to me.
Where did you come from?
Cute. Real cute. Afraid your time's coming up.
Serpent will have you. I'll ask you again. Who else knows? No one! My superiors don't even believe there's missing shipments! And why is that? I don't know! They were all signed off by someone higher up!
If they know that much, it's only a matter of time before they find out about my boss.
And what of it? If you are using this as a pretense to end our agreement,
My boss has no intention of doing that.
we will need assurances in person. We will send a message through an encrypted slate. The coordinates to Gendar's rest will be there.
I'll let them know. And what of this one? He's seen my face.
He's given us everything we need. Turn him to dust.
Your judgment is at hand. Come out, heretic, and face your absolute.
This is my favorite moment.
The fuck? Where'd you come from? There's only one person up there, and all of a sudden he just appeared out of nowhere. You know. For fuck's sake. This saving in this game is so awful, as bad as Mass Effect 1. This fucking again.
So, the coordinates on the tracking device brought me to what looks like a supply depot. Lucky for me, it doesn't seem as if anyone's home. Hello? Hello? Okay, looks clear. Anyway, the main entrance was locked, but I managed to sneak my way into a fence area and into what looks like a security office. But there's too many crates, and some have been emptied out. I need to override the computer, look at the manifest, and ping the tracking device I placed on the crates. I wonder if I can even hack into the security system and identify their exact locations.
Hope no one minds we take a look, see?
You cannot escape the Shroud Experiment. Find it, and now.
Catastrophic damage.
next? And down. Tell him Samson. I'm making this look easy. Time to tango.
Not possible.
So long. Cute. Real cute.
I'll ask you again. Who?
Upstairs. Shoot him! I'm just standing there. Fucking shoot the bastard. Yeah. You'd be running after someone to shoot him. Fuck me. Tell you that, fucking shoot the bastard. Just save. Can't go any further in the ship, apparently. Well, things walking around.
Obedience is paramount.
If you feel you're in danger, I can provide a security detail. My people are nothing if not capable.
Thank you, Envoy. I'll consider it. Was there anything else?
Yes, there was one more thing. Regarding the missing supplies, I was wondering if I could be of any assistance. Our agents mostly work in the settled systems, but I have contacts in Dazra as well. I can set up a meeting at the Halls of Obedience.
I appreciate the support. My mind has been frazzled as of late.
It's understandable. The accident has affected all of us.
You're right, and your concern is welcome. I apologize. The Envoy and I were just discussing matters of state.
In particular, I offered to help find the missing supplies. I have my people looking into the matter as well.
Thank you for your diligence, Envoy. On that note, I hate to take up any more of your time than I already have. And I'm sure you're busy with issues regarding your own house. If you don't mind, I'd like a moment with the Vindicator alone. If you think that's wise, then all right. What have you uncovered? I was afraid of that. If only I had preached more caution. But after the accident, things were dire. Our resources were blocked. We needed those supplies, and...
Hold on. You knew the Executor was investigating the missing supplies?
I'm sorry for the secrecy, Envoy. But I wanted to keep the circle of trust small in this matter.
That's fair, but it begs the question. What else has House Dulkelf been hiding? I find that hard to believe. The conflict of interest alone is troubling.
I am aware of the conflict of interest, which is precisely why I'm letting the Vindicator take the lead on this.
I still find this whole thing highly irregular. However, so long as the investigation is in independent hands, I must begrudgingly accept. And as much as I'd like to continue this debate, I have my own business to attend to. So I must depart for now.
Thank you, Envoy.
Executor.
This is my fault. I should have listened to Ukharu the first time. And instead, Thank you. If the Zealots are responsible, they must be punished. But one question remains. How would they gain access to the shipments in the first place?
Seems to me you've got a traitor in your ranks.
I don't want to jump to conclusions, but it looks that way. This slate you found, it mentions a contact. Someone on the inside. This person would have to be well-versed in our operational pipeline. They would have to know where to route the shipments and how to clean the books. It seems unfathomable. But perhaps Ukharu was right. A member of the noble houses has betrayed us. Yes, but without coordinates, Jandar's rest could be anywhere on Varun Kai. We're going to need to enlist some help. I'd like you to speak with Tivina Vethal at the Keep. If that slate has coordinates, she may have the means to decrypt it. Excellent. As for me, I must mourn my cousin's passing. I understand there's a shrine upstairs. When you return, meet me at the Halls of Obedience, where we first met. By Jinan's grace, we'll find out who the supply thief is and bring them to justice.
Bring them to justice.
Serpent guide you, and be safe.
We will serve that.
The serpent strikes down those who doubt. Foolish Victor.
Remain ever vigilant. Heresy must be exposed.
Vindicator. I was wondering when you graced my office with your presence. Oh, you have fans all over Dazra. Count myself among them. In fact, I think you and I are going to be fast friends. But I realize that's not why you're here, hmm? Shall we get down to business? Excellent. I take it this is about the missing supplies. I may have some intel on my computer that could help you with your case. Well, look at that. The Great Serpent favors us both. It just so happens that one of my agents recently recovered a Zealot cipher key and dropped it off this morning. Here, a copy of the key for your records. Well, as you can see, the encryption they're using is mind-numbingly simple. Take the slate number and multiply the even numbers by 2. Your slate's numbered 2032, which means the key is... You hit the bullseye! Let's see what you've won. Looks like an all-expenses-paid journey to John Dar's Rest. Lucky you. Okay, scanning the coordinates, these point further north, hidden in Badlands. Clever, clever. Good. Then you shall have precisely that. But that aside, let's get to the guts of the issue, hmm? After reading through the evidence, where do you think the supply thief is from? That's all right. Take a guess. Fine. Keep your secrets. I'll do the same. Well, whoever the thief is, I think it's all but guaranteed you'll find more clues at John Dar's Rest. Now, since you have what you need, I'm going to turn my attention to other matters. I've enjoyed our time together, but as they say, fish and guests are quick to stink. Let's avoid that from happening to us.
Keep pressing that, thinking it's the map. Oh. All the way up there, Jesus Christ. You don't get a vehicle in this game, so you have to walk everywhere. Which is kind of annoying. This is hard, Jesus Christ. This way. Run past them. Ain't got to kill him. Ain't got to kill anyone.
You're too late, Vindicator. Contact has already returned to Daza. And your handler, Kisrani, will die by their hand. We were already warned of your coming and brought reinforcements.
Okay.
And now, with this serpent as our witness, you will perish here. The serpent shows now. Brothers, and offering to the great serpent.
Today's not gonna be your day, pal. Oh, I mean, never yet. Never gonna be there.
Take the money, bitch.
Cora was big into rock collecting when she was 8. Not so much anymore.
Come die, have you?
How much fucking shit do I have? I get a little over, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Still overcome it. Jesus.
You're back. Did you uncover anything at Jandar's Rest? Eugene, are you sure? Then I may be walking into an ambush, seeing as Mujine's the one who organized this meeting and supplied my security detail. The meeting takes place inside the Halls of Obedience. Will you watch my back? I'm well aware and brought a weapon, but I'm still counting on you to be my dagger in the dark. Okay, let's walk.
For House Malene!
All you.
Jinan, bless you. I would not have survived that if you hadn't been here. I suppose humor is welcome at a time like this, and you are not wrong. In any case, now is not the time to dawdle. Our next move must be to arrest Mujin. Thank you. This assassin's attempt will help our case, but we still need evidence tying him to Mujin. If you have time, check his office. There may be information connecting him to this individual. Good. Our case must be ironclad given whom we are accusing. Regardless, he must answer for aiding the Zealots and the murder of my cousin. Give me until the coming dawn and I will summon the relevant parties to my office. Mark my words. We will bring him to justice with all three noble houses as witness.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Great serpent.
Chosen.
Vindicator, it's good to see you again. Perhaps the Great Serpent has blessed us with the second meeting to make up for the first one. A hostage situation is hardly the place to make a good first impression. And it's nice to meet you too. Now we can talk about the important stuff, like your favorite food. Mine is ice cream. Anyway, while it's good to take a breath and relax, I do like a good adventure. In fact, I have to admit, I'm a little envious of your situation. I'm stuck here in the house while you are traveling the stars, discovering new orbits, and building a bridge for the promised. I was hoping you'd say that. I promise you, you won't regret it. I don't want to brag, but I'm proficient at just about everything. Oh, really? I wouldn't expect that from you, of all people. Only one of us has spoken to Anasko Varun, and it's not me. You've done great things. Shout it from the rooftops, and I'll do the same. The Great Serpent has blessed us both with gifts. If we work together, I know we can help each other grow them. Oh, thank you. I can't wait to start tinkering with your ship. We'll have to measure the progress in phantometers. But first, stupid question, but do you happen to know where my assignment is? Okay, no assignment. Not a problem. I'm used to delays. Just let me know when you have a place in mind.
Alright. I see that.
I've always admired Ekris. If anyone can gain access to the Scaled Citadel, it's him.
The Great Serpent protect you.
Alright. We gotta do wait. How do you wait? I know there's a way to wait, but I can't remember. Just Google it. Oh. Go to bed. Well. And just go to a chair. Knew there was a way.
Thank the serpents for the safe return.
Just couldn't remember. I ain't played this since like last year when I did my playthrough. But
Proceed.
I want to get this mission done for this part, if that makes sense.
The request for aid and supplies never cease.
I haven't seen my sister in days. Great serpent, I pray not intended.
Sorry. I need to.
You've been busy, Vindicator. Of course. You've managed to piece together this case at a pace I did not anticipate. That is a credit to you as an investigator. But before you proceed into that room, I must ask, do you have the proof you need? Is it solid? Maybe so. But once a suspect has been established, it can be like pulling a loose thread. The rest comes undone rather quickly. So let us speak frankly for a moment, if we may. I've been thinking about the events of the past few days, and I have some thoughts. The speed at which things have unraveled, it makes me wonder how much of this outcome has been orchestrated. Of course, I am not denying my role in all this. Yes, I approved to have the supplies rerouted. And yes, I ordered that they be directed to the Zealots. But the murders, the violence, these were not directives I had ordered. If I am guilty of anything, it's being a rubber stamp. I admit that I was presented an opportunity and took advantage of it. A handful of supply shipments are a meager exchange for an entire clan of allies. United with House Maleen, we can rebuild Dazra as the industrial and military force it was during the Serpent's crusade. Which is why I ask that you listen to my proposal. Let me go. Allow me to continue my efforts discreetly for the betterment of House Va'ruun. Your flippant attitude only gives me more conviction. You only see what's in front of you, and not the big picture.
Why do politicians always try to make their crimes seem holy? Give me a break.
I don't know what evidence you've gathered, but without anything concrete, it's your word against mine. We shall see which one carries more weight.
We shall.
Thank you all for coming. I think we can all agree that the charges for this crime are quite serious. Theft of supplies, aiding the Zealots, and the murder of my cousin. Which is why it comes with great shock that evidence points to a member of House Kadik as the thief.
Based on what evidence? House Kadik does not deal in trade. Your house does.
I would not be making this claim without sufficient cause, nor is House Dulkef the bearer of this information. Vindicator, the floor is yours. The slate lists you by name, Envoy. What do you have to say for yourself?
Is this what you called me to your office for, Kisrani? This is an absolute disgrace to your department.
You haven't answered my question, Mujin.
Nor should I have to. A single slate, which I might add is likely fabricated, is not enough to prove anything.
Is that so, Mujin? Or do you deny the words you yourself wrote?
I absolutely deny it. My computer has obviously been tampered with. This is clearly not enough evidence to even consider me a suspect.
Oh, you didn't know? We have piles of evidence, ship departure records, signatures, the works. And of course the kicker. Kisrani's would-be assassin.
Security has identified him as Okim Kadik.
Well, that's your award, Mujin.
In fact, if I were you, Envoy, I would think long and hard about submitting to the Guard peacefully. Given the severity of your crimes, the Captain has the authority to do it by force.
I will cooperate, but this is by no means an admission. And make no mistake, the three of you will pay for this insult.
Make all the threats you want, Envoy. My decision is made. Guard, take him away.
As you command, Executor.
Take him away.
I appreciate you backing me up on this one. Warden Vithal had brought some evidence linking Mujin to the crime, but it's your evidence that makes me feel confident we can convict. All told, I'm extremely grateful. Ukaru was family, and I would not have been able to rest if I knew the thief had not been brought to justice. My thanks are yours. You had no personal stake in solving my cousin's murder, yet you did so with diligence and aplomb. For that, you will be well rewarded.
I've also handed over everything we have at House Vithal regarding the case. Who knows what other crimes we can uncover while poring over the evidence.
I'll take this up with the captain of the guard. After that, our part in all of this is done. Jinan grace you for taking on this investigation. You've done a great service for House Varun and for Dazra. And on a personal note, I want to extend my gratitude for avenging my cousin's murder. With the accident and all that's going on, I haven't really had time to grieve. But closing this case might help me start that process. So for that, I thank you.
What the? Alright. We got that to do for next time. Anyway, that's going to be it for me for part 3. And I'll see you guys in part 4.